bite him in the butt, really, because it just brought out the fact even more that even they believe that Stacey knew that Drew killed my aunt.
In Joliet, Illinois, Craig Rivera, Fox News.
The days after Congressman Jesse Jackson Jr. was released from the hospital, it is still unclear when he will return to work. Jackson was released from Minnesota's Mayo Clinic last week, where he was being treated for bipolar disorder. The Chicago Democrat has been with his family in D.C. Since his release and has declined interviews. His father told reporters yesterday he did not expect his son to rush back to work. Unemployment dipped and more jobs were added in August, but the modest numbers were disappointing for the White House. Meanwhile, the Romney campaign is hoping to get a boost from what some say is a blow to the president. Fox's Peter Ducey reports.
The unemployment rate was 0.2% lower in August than it was in July, but many in the political arena are overlooking that number, 8.1%, and focusing instead on the 368,000 Americans who gave up on their job hunts last month and how all those folks drove the labor force participation rate to 63.5%, the lowest since 1981.
For every person who got a job last month, nearly 4 stopped looking for work. That's not a good direction.
But some of the president's supporters say not to read too much into August alone.
You never want to take 1 month's report. If you look over the last year, the unemployment rate is down a full percentage point, and most of that is from people getting new jobs.
And some of those jobs have been at the heart of the president's pitch to voters in swing states.
After a decade of decline, this country's actually created more than 500,000 new manufacturing jobs over the last 2.5 years.
But Mitt Romney's economic advisors think if President Obama wins another term and has a chance to raise taxes on the rich, then the economy will remain stalled.
I can't imagine an argument that says that raising marginal tax rates on high-income people, many of whom are business owners, is a recipe for economic growth.
This morning, Mitt Romney said on Meet the Press he won't cut taxes for the wealthy. He'll just bring down their rate of taxation, but also bring down deductions and loopholes, so the taxes wealthy people pay will stay the same, and middle-income taxpayers will get a break. In Washington, Peter Ducey, Fox News.
Today's weather made for a perfect day for the 7th annual Nations Triathlon. 5,000 people, including active duty service members and first responders, took part in the event benefiting the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Participants swam just under a mile in the Potomac, then biked about 25 miles before finishing up a 6.2-mile run through downtown D.C. He's happy. Now I'm feeling bad I didn't go to the gym today. How about you?
Don't ask. That's a story. Don't ask. A strange and frightening virus making people sick just because they went to one of the nation's most beautiful parks.
And now there are more cases and more concerns about how much farther the illness could reach.
And the Redskins rookie quarterback lives up to the hype in his NFL debut. Dave Ross is up next with sports. Hey, Sue.
Hey, that was some great TV today, wasn't it, Maureen and Will? Wow. I mean, even I'm jumping on the bandwagon now. We are so glad that they didn't have to play in D.C. Of course, it was beautiful today. Yesterday, though, the stormy day. Wanted you to see the peak wind gusts. Reagan National at 58. A lot of places saying winds to 58 or 60. Dulles 45, 47, and BWI 35. We'll let you know if there are any more big storms in our future. Your 7 days coming up right after the break. Don't go anywhere.
Local 911 charities. Where does the money